G'day, I'm Steve Roberts from Taurus Trainer and I'm the trainer.
And I'm Justin Roberts, I'm the driver.
From
J&J Roberts Transport in Narromine,
New South Wales, Australia. Well, I'm with my brother, my older brother, going to go through some stretches and how to improve your hip mobility and unlock your hip flexors. Justo, tell us a bit about your day.
Well, my day-to-day life is generally getting up in the morning, getting out of my truck. We go and load livestock, cattle or sheep, which keeps us generally pretty fit anyway. But I like to get out of my truck regularly. Obviously, I check my stock and also I regularly stretch to keep my body functioning normally during the day.
And do those stretches help?
Very much so.
And if you had a bit of rough guide on how to unlock your hips and relieve any back tension, would you follow it?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah, that's good. So what I'm going to show you today is 5 simple stretches you can do. This is kind of part 1 of a stretch sequence for your unlocking your hips. We'll show you part 2 in the next edition of Owner Driver magazine. But this is good for anybody who works on the land, sits at a desk, sits behind the wheel, to unlock your hips and get rid of any back pain. Of course, losing weight and keeping generally fit helps. But doing some basic stretches like this are definitely going to help. Okay, the first exercise is the 3-way leg swing. The inside leg swing backwards and forwards 5 times and just get a bit higher each time. You do that for both sides, of course, and then going back in the second exercise, the leg swing face towards the trailer and then swing across your body. A little bit like an elephant's trunk. You swing backwards and forwards in a lateral sequence. And the third exercise here, once you've done both legs with that lateral one, is diagonal. So you sort of kick towards the trailer and then diagonal. What you're doing there is releasing your hips and getting a bit of dynamic mobility through there. Good job. The second exercise is a quad stretch, standing against and holding onto the rail. Lift up your foot. That's it, good. And then lean back. Now once you've got a good balance there, bring your knee in line with your other knee. Good. And with your other hand, try and go overhand. Oh, that's it, good. Stretch up there and try and hold that for about 20 seconds. Perfect. You do that for both legs, of course, do it twice. Now moving on to the third stretch. You have to come down to a mat, and this is a kneeling stretch. So you kneel down, get nice and comfortable. Okay, what they call a 90-90 position there. Your knees at 90 degrees and the other knees at 90 degrees. Lean forward and push your hips forward into that. Just lean your upper torso back a little bit there. And once you're in that position there, you squeeze your buttocks and you push forward, releasing your hips. And where Justin's hand is there is where he's actually releasing the top of his hips. This is fantastic if you've been sitting for a long time. Excellent. And you'll be able to kind of lock it into place. Now, not everybody can do this if they haven't got the mobility, but if you have, it's great. And what Justin's going to do is he's going to sink down on that and then hold a good strong stretch there. And what he's doing is he's actually lengthening out at the top of his hip flexor there. Yeah, perfect. And he's going to hold that for 20 seconds. Is an open book from side to side. You can lay on your back. Watch out for the burrs. And then put your feet, on the flat on the ground with your knees at 90 degrees. Good. And then just let your hips roll over to one side. Good. And then back to the other side. Have your feet about shoulder width apart. If you can do that, Justo. Have your feet about shoulder width apart the whole time. That's it. Yeah, but lay them on the ground. Lay them on the ground. Yeah, good. You're probably trying to watch out for burrs. Well, so that's the open book stretch. Going from side to side at least 5 times. That's the 5 stretches of part 1. Well done. You during Heart Week to give you some advice on some exercises you can do that is going to take a short amount of time and give you some sort of benefit in the shortest time possible because we don't have a lot of time. Looking at intensities of training it's a good way to describe, I guess, the benefits of doing high intensity versus low intensity. What I mean by high intensity is getting your heart rate to a very high volume, getting the blood pressure going, and also activating as many muscle fibers as you can. The benefit of that is going to be that you're actually going to be using a lot of energy. There's also a great serotonin and a chemical reaction of release of dopamine inside your brain, which is also going to give the feel-good hormones and help you relieve stress. There's also some great benefits. Of course, it's going to help you lose some weight and keep fit. Low intensity is things like slow walks or doing things very slowly or even lifting very light weights. Now, the benefits of that, of course, is you actually are doing some sort of exercise, but I'd probably prefer you, and research has proven that doing high intensity exercise with intervals of rest is far better for you than doing long, slow distance. So does it matter if you go for a slow walk at the end of the day and you still feel healthy? No, it doesn't matter. That's great. Keep doing it. But mix it up with high intensity bursts so that you actually are keeping those muscles nice and strong, keeping your bones strong, your mind healthy. That's Steve Roberts with another tip on measuring yourself of fitness using different intensities of exercise, high versus low. Cheers.